come crashing down. All around this empty town, we're searching for the lost and found. But you don't care, you're unaware. Keep moving like the scars aren't even there. It's in the air, like a blazing flare. Don't stare, cause the flames will burn us. I thought you were the one for me. That's why I gave you everything. Held you close by the stormy seas. Oh, you meant the world to me. I used to kiss your head when you cried for me. Hold your hand while the pain was over. Keep you warm by the roaring sea. Oh, you meant the world to me. Oh, you meant the world to me. Oh, you meant the world to me. My darling dear, you're never here. When I'm in pain, you hide and disappear. Like shadows in the atmosphere, charting the stratosphere. Yeah. I prayed for you and kept you near, in hopes you'd chase away my fears. I'm on my own, you made it so, and now I'm chasing nightmares through. I used to run with you through the great big leaves, laugh at you when you laugh at me. Hope for us because I believe the home was just you and me. I thought you were the one for me. That's why I gave you everything. Held you close by the stormy seas. Oh, you meant the world to me. Oh, you meant the world to me. Oh, you meant the world to me. Oh, I'm gonna do this on my own. No point in blaming you, you did not know. Oh, I thought you were the one for me. That's why I gave you everything. Held you close by the stormy seas. Oh, you meant the world to me. Oh, you meant the world to me. Oh, you meant the world to me. Oh, I'm gonna do this on my own. No point in blaming you, you did not know. Oh, I'm gonna do this on my own. No point in blaming you, you did not know. I thought you were the one for me. That's why I gave you everything. Held you close by. That's why I gave you everything. Held you close by the stormy seas. Oh, you meant the world to me.
Hello. Welcome. वेलकम। आज यार फाइनल्स का डे 2 है यार। मैंने डे 1 के लास्ट वाले मैचेस नहीं देख पाया। फाइनल्स के लास्ट के 2 मैच बाकी थे, मतलब डे 1 के ना, जो मैं ऑलरेडी देख रहा था, ये स्ट्रीम वाइड हो चुके हैं, तो इसके लास्ट के 2 मैच देखने हैं मेरे को, जो पहले वो खत्म करते हैं,
each other pretty soon.
फिर
T2K
बाकी हम अपना
still trying to rise from the ashes over there.
Day 2
Majority of their
देखना
players
start
being
कर
taken
देंगे।
down as for medical vibes. Deal death from the skies as now Starward in a whole world of trouble as the circle also does not favor
यार
them.
मेरे को
Now
ना
this is
स्ट्रीम पे
where
जा
I
रही है आवाज,
think
तो
Starward and
फोन में नहीं आ रही
T2K
आवाज
they
इसकी,
will
मैंने बिना
have to
ईयरफोन
fight
के
it out amongst
कर
each
रहा
other
हूँ
because the moment that smoke
काम कर रहा
dissipates,
हूँ।
the moment that both these teams run out of the smoke, they will have to come
इसको
out
ना
in
म्यूट
the
कर देना
open.
अपना,
The moment they do that,
लैपटॉप
for
पे
medical
चल आ
vibes
रही है।
will do what they've been doing, try to rein in death and destruction as those Grens
ये तो
also
देख लिया था, मिरामार देखना था,
as those Grens
ये देख लिया था, मिरामार देखना था। कोई भी न्यू हो भाई स्ट्रीम पे प्लीज लाइक एंड सब्सक्राइब कर देना यार।
Well, yes, T2K, they have been the impressive bunch of lads, and they always have been. T2K, Jane, Sandesh, Siyok, they have been in the competitive scenario since a very long time. At the same time, they have been sticking together in the same lineup. So yes, they do have a very good synergy among themselves that has been showcased in the previous seasons of PMPL SA Championship as well, but for T2K, Wrangle has always been the strongest map. That is where they shine the most. But the way they improved in the map of Miramar as well, I can vouch they are going to have a good run for themselves in the map of Miramar as well. But talking about Stalwart Esports, well, they are on the northern periphery of the circle. During the rotation, they might have to engage in too many fights. And let's see what's going to happen. Stalwarts, they have always been the aggressive bunch of lads. They always focus on those elimination points, and they tend to go in their favor as well. Especially the duo of Nirzed and Action, even the tops, and I see all the 4 players of Stalwart Esports individually also. They have been able to save the day for the team so many times. You have seen in the league plays where Nirzed came and got the chicken dinner by doing a 1v2 or a 1v3, pulling off such good clutches. So yes, this is definitely a very impressive team from the Mongolian region. And for now, T2K and Magnus looks like they are in the close proximity. Jane came for that buggy, but maybe Trollin has a vague idea. Someone is in the close proximity, and Zen, having that rooftop angle, might have spotted on Jane. Oh, Jane, you are walking on a very thin ice, and right now he gives a glimpse to Trollin, and Trollin with a Scar L deals hefty damage to the vehicle of Jane. And Jane, you need to escape. You need to escape and scuttle back to the safety or find the reinforcements. This is not the position you want to be in right now, and Roland is not going to spare you at all. The moment the vehicle explosion comes in, maybe we can see the knock onto Jane over there. And oh, Jane, I feel bad for him. Finally, Roland with a Scar and takes him down. Gets a confirmation point as well. This was not something Jane was hoping for. It just came for a vehicle. And now he has been eliminated from the lobby. The first blood comes to the players of Magnus Esports. Like I was saying, this can be a good game for the players of Magnus. Magnus is a team that tends to shine in the map of Miramar, but things are not working in their favor. But at least in PMPL Pakistan previous seasons, Magnus used to rule. And I'm still waiting for that same Magnus to perform in the SAC this time. But the circle has taken a northern shift. Even the players of Esports, they're having a very good position. They're having the entire control of those Picardo Hills. Even they can maintain that entire northern control for themselves. But it looks like things have changed. And joining me is going to be Shivansh. Shivansh, how are you doing?
Yeah, as I just mentioned, Shadow, things have changed. So, yeah, the duo also has been changed. And I am fine, by the way. Discussing the first 2 games in which I saw a total domination from the side of the players of 4 American Whites, and they have been doing a really great job. Just saw the 3rd game to secure the 4th position, and to be honest, that's how you should approach the game. If you're looking forward for a domination, if you're looking forward for an abomination or maybe a total annihilation against your opponents, just play like that, right? Although they are receiving a good amount of resistance from the side of the team of High Voltage, so I have high hopes from them in this game though.
Oh, definitely. High hopes are going to be there from the fans as well. And Maptex Esports, well, even Maptex, they tend to show good rotations from the northern side. This is a team that always tends to have the northern control of the circle. And they used to shine in the map of Miramar. But right now, IHC in the close proximity. And Alex finds a perfect knock on to Kese over there. Gets a confirmation point as well. Well, Maptex, they were not prepared for the players of IHC. But Demo, well, he's picking too many fights towards the side of Quantum Rage as well, and Goku far off has been picked off. There is no chance of a help coming in or revival coming in onto him, especially Z all the way. He's going for the confirmation. Well, IHC this time they are going for a good start. 2 defeat points already in their favor, but Quantum Rage can't say the same thing for them because Sparky has been taken down by DRS Killer YT.
Oh no, I don't think so that he will get allowed to breathe for one more second. It's going to be Wally who's trying to, just punish him with an MP49 with 3 times equipped to it. But Killer YT at the end is going to steal the kill from the players of Maptech Esports. They have a really, really good momentum going on. Wally tried his best to get that one elimination point in his favor, but got denied by the players of DRS, which is a normal thing, by the way. DRS, if you talk about this team, one of the best teams from the South Asian region, especially from the Nepal region itself, showcasing huge amount of performance in the previous championships and also showcase that how much talent the Nepali teams has. But right now they are struggling. Though the map is closing, the circle is closing in, and we can see the third circle just form near around centralized shift towards Los Leones. So Shadow, what are your thoughts about this one particular circle?
Oh, this can go in the favor of Leo Esports as well, but if it goes towards southern side, well, the players of 4MB are going to benefit heavily, and that is what they are hoping for. But Maptech Esports looks like, shots are being peppered onto their vehicle, but somehow they have managed to find a safe residency, safe compound for themselves. Even the players of NB Esports, they are having a complete control. They finally made it inside the circle. Maybe there is a slight chance they can go for this airdrop, find a Groza and a level 3 armor that is going to help them a lot.
High voltage DC.
Rain came. Ado hit about Miramar, but things are not working in their favor. But at least in PMPL Pakistan previous seasons, Magnet players of Leo E.
They have been doing a really, really great job. Just saw the third game this
of the circle, and they used to shine in the map of Miramar, but right now IHC in the close proximity, and Alex finds a perfect knock on to Kese over there, gets a confirmation point as well. Well, Maptech, they were not prepared for the players of IHC, but Demo, well, he's picking too many fights towards the side of Quantum Rage as well, and Goku far off has been picked off. There is no chance of a help coming in or revival coming in onto him, especially Z all the way. He's going for the confirmation. Well, IHC this time they are going for a good start. 2 defeat points already in their favor, but Quantum Rage can't say the same thing for them because Sparky has been taken down by DRS Killer YT.
Oh no, I don't think so that he will get allowed to breathe for one more second. It's going to be Wally who's trying to, just punish him with an MP49 with 3 times equipped to it. But Killer YT at the end is going to steal the kill from the players of Maptech Esports. They have a really, really good momentum going on. Wally tried his best to get that one elimination point in his favor, but got denied by the players of DRS, which is a normal thing, by the way. DRS, if you talk about this team, one of the best team from the South Asian region, especially from the Nepal region itself, showcasing a huge amount of performance in the previous championships and also showcase that how much talent the Nepali teams has. But right now they are struggling. Though the map is closing, the circle is closing in, and we can see the third circle just form near around the centralized shift towards Los Leones. So Shadow, what are your thoughts about this one particular circle?
Oh, this can go in the favor of Leo Esports as well, but if it goes towards southern side, well, the players of 4MB are going to benefit heavily, and that is what they are hoping for. But Maptech Esports looks like, shots are being peppered onto their vehicle, but somehow they have managed to find a safe residency, safe compound for themselves. Even the players of NB Esports, they are having a complete western control. They finally made it inside the circle. Maybe there is a slight chance they can go for this airdrop, find a Groza and a level 3 armor that is going to help them a lot in the map of Miramar, especially if the opponent is having a AWM, which we have not been witnessing too much recently because of the change in the meta. But the two teams are locking horns with each other, like our Egonix I8 and Illuminate crew.
Okay. This is the fight in which Illuminate crew needs to step up. Viper just hiding and just praying for his life, and QQ is one of the most one of the strongest player in Gone I8, and he is just trying to find an opening. Although they haven't found it one yet. Nova also dodging a lot of grenades. Were a bit careful because he just crossed the path right in front of the players of Egon I8. This is still a crucial fight, and I think so Eliminate Crew might lose this one because they don't have the man advantage here.
Oh yes, they don't have the man advantage, but look at the position of Sky. His position has not been given away from the backline. If you manage to find one knock on just players of Aganex I8, maybe things can go in the favor of Illuminate Crew. Aganex I8, this is one of the most dominating team in the Pakistan region, but they have not been having the best of the time in the South Asia Championship. And Viper with the UMP45 is guarding the ankle. The entire control of the concrete is in the hands of Aganex I8. And look at the amount of smoke that has been deployed to deny vision. And with that, Wolfies finds a perfect knock onto Falak over there. And Viper along with Nova X is closing in the distance. But IQ's position was not given away. He was hiding in the smoke. Deals with Viper over there. Now Nova X is going for the crucial rescue mission onto the fallen teammate, and Sky might be looking for a knock, but Wolfies, he needs to patch himself up as soon as possible. And Blade with a grenade, can he find one more knock? But the answer is going to be no. 2 players still remaining, and suddenly the tables have turned. Eliminate Crew, they are running supreme in this fight, and Viper gets a confirmation point, and Blade suddenly he's all by himself. A 1v3 scenario right in front of him. Can he deal with it? At the same time, a third party is also brewing up.
This is not looking good at all. So I like how the way Eliminate Crew managed to win this fight against Aganok I8 and Agan. They're going to be quite happy with Magnus. Also chip in, as just mentioned, another third party just brewing in, and they are here to join the party against the players of Eliminate Crew. Molotov is just thrown away, thrown to its perfection. Viper falls down to his demise, so as Nova Zen just moving in and thrashing the hope of the players of I8. Sky just barely surviving with 1% of its HP. Somehow managed to survive, but not for so long. It's again a 3v1 situation. I8 always found themselves on the receiving edge, and now they fall apart just like the autumn leaves. They take an exit on the 14th position. Magnus Esports, 5 eliminations in the backpack now.
Oh, this is a different Magnus. They are the opportunistic one. The moment they saw a situation where they can do a third party and without losing any number, they can get elimination point. They definitely did so. And I was saying in the at the start of the game, Magnus Esports, this can be a good game for them, and they're already having a very good start. But right now, I have seen the crosses of T2K over there, and Drake all by himself needs to be a bit careful. He's way too close to the players of IHC. At the same time, IHC going for the revival onto Godless over there, and Demo is trying to lob some smokes to deny vision to the players of T2K, but Sandesh from the back lines, he can do so much damage. His position has not been compromised, I believe, and it's the fight of the grenades who is going to lob the perfect projectile and find some opening connection.
I still think that the players of IHC has an upper advantage just because of they are very close to the circle. Although Sandesh can deny that fact instantly because he has a really good lurk angle, and also he has a vehicle, so he can collect a lot of information which the whole team can work on. But it's still going to be a big gamble. It's still going to be a huge task to just fill in. So Suyog and the teammate just try and move inside the circle with a bus. It's a gamble. If it works out, you are going to be on top. If it isn't going to be the thing you wanted from a very long time, you might suffer the brunt here. But it seems like T2K taking a longer route. Just be careful and just be safe inside this Miramar map. TUF on the other side trying to pepper down a lot of bullets onto the moving players of Magnus. Switch to a DB. Yes, I know, beautiful burst there. Shuts down the hopes. F2 but falls down. A beautiful trade from the side of Magnus Sinister.
Magnus Esports, they're so impressive. I don't want to jinx anything, but things are working in their favor, but not working for M7 of TUF, as vehicle has taken a lot of damage, and the dips are not the position he wants to be in, especially the way the players of Magnus Esports are hunting for him, looking for him, and play zone takes on draw, and this is a big damage to both sides of Magnus Esports. Even the players of high voltage GC Malik is good doing a third party. Faster has been dealt with. That means Magnus Esports, they have their own worries, a blessing in disguise for M7, but he has to travel such a big distance inside a circle in an open field. Not a good thing, but the little ridges is going to help him. But now IHC, they have a new team in the close proximity, none other than Stalwart Esports.
Yeah, the old friends are again up against each other. Starwood versus IHC, one of the most legendary fights we have been talking about this for a very long time. In every single one of them, ST always has an advantage, and they found one. IC with a follow-up too. Zreal and Alex goes down. So as demo to it all comes down to Godness needs to showcase that godly performance. Somehow managed to shut down action, but Tops and IC just trying to pepper him down. IC, who's very low, somehow managed to finish off the hopes of the players of IHC. Takes an exit on the 13th position. It was a close call, but at the end, it's gonna be Starwood Esports who got the pick. Meanwhile, we just saw that the team Web also takes an exit from the long. Now we have only 11 teams left in this Miramar map.
On the southern side of the circle, we have the players of 4MV and High Voltage DC locking horns with each other and fighting for the top spot in the overall standings. Cloud gets taken down by Apex from the low ridge, and Jiggle looking for a lower potential flank has already been dealt with, and 4MV suddenly have the upper hand, and East in a blink of eye eliminates the entire team of High Voltage DC. Oh my god, 4MV, they're still on the top in the overall standings. 4 elimination points without any casualty. This is the aggression that the Mongolian teams brings in.
Exactly. This is the way they play this type of aggression they showcase is really good, and also this sets up a bar for other teams to know how they're going to perform, if they're going to match the skill level. This just perfect for them, just like the way Starwood and 4MV is playing. It's just perfect for them. Again, the circle is moving towards on the edge of the Picardo, and the teams are also trying to play around on the edge of the Picardo. The team Leo and NB Esports, they are quite happy with the circle because they are on the edge and also have a good amount of compounds, good real estate covering them, and also just providing some shelter for their longer journey here. 9 teams still in the lobby and 29 players left in the game. 1 minute 52 seconds, and we'll witness the 6th phase, the 6th zone of this map. Liquid on the other side spots out player of Regicide, and Roshan barely surviving. Did I spoke too soon? Yes, I was. And yeah, he got picked by Slipknot. Good knock, good conversion.
Well, definitely, you esports, they need those points because they're not having the best of the time. But for MV, it looks like T2K, they are locking horns with them. And Sandesh comes in with a UMP 45, eliminates Refuse over there, and perfect grenade from the side of East takes on Sandesh over there. The trades are coming back and forth, and even Seog is going to retaliate. The smokes are there to deny vision, and by some time for the players of T2K, even Drake is having a very good angle. If the players of 4MV show a little bit of the glimpse, maybe Rick can deal with them. But look at the position of Stalwart Esports. They're placed perfectly Shimash to do a third party in the scenario.
They're already, like, they've been looking out for this for a very long time, but finally they got that opportunity. You should grab it and don't even just throw it away. East on the other side got picked from the western angle, which Red was holding, so you're just trying to close in the distance, but Red got instantly knocked out in a trade. Doc with the DBS switch to that gun, shuts down Suyok, and the hopes for Team T2K end up at the 9th with only 2 total finishes. 4MP, they're just gonna start the revival process once again, and look at the amount of defeats they have secured, and that's gonna be total 7. But they need to be careful because Starwood East were just closing in the distance and trying to, just poke the players down, and they actually will. Apex falls down onto his demise. He is hiding behind the dead tree. He might also become like the dead tree, but there is a possibility East can save him. East can protect his man. East can save his comrade, but will he? Will Nerzu allow him, or they might suffer the brunt against Team Stalwart?
Goliaths versus Goliaths, the two Mongolian teams, 4ME and Stalwart Esports, and looks like this time Stalwart Esports, they're having an upper hand, 2 players already down, and thanks to the players of NV Esports as well, they did a good third party in the scenario, leaving Doc all by himself, and 4MV, oh, how they can come from the situation. Yes, Doc is trying to go for the revival, and finally he has managed to go for the rescue mission onto East. There is still some hope for the players of 4MV that they can take down the players of Stalwart, but Stalwart, they're having the upper hill. They do have the position advantage as well, and Doc, I have to tell you, Shimansh, the grenades in the hands of Doc are always so precise and perfect. I haven't seen a single time when Doc has not brought down a knock with his grenade.
He is just a sneaky guy, and also a clever one with the god hands. Also, utilizing those utilities to his perfection makes him defeatable. As just mentioned, with Docs missing out that grenade by an inch, and look at him suffering that grenade's damage a bit hard there. Just falls down from the ledge and also from the cliff to just save himself and also heal himself. East still back on his feet, and that's a good sign. The only problem is they are a bit away from the circle shadow. If this didn't work out, they might end up in the 7th position. That's going to be the worst team for them. Meanwhile, Maptex taking the fight against the players of Leo, and they are winning. And Nerze from the distance spots up the players of 4 AM, and okay, this is not good.
Nice.
The DBS, I hate this weapon, but right on the face of Doc over there, and even Doc couldn't stand for very long in front of DBS. Now East is all by himself trying to find a safe spot. The Molotovs are definitely coming in. The fights are happening on all the periphery of the circle. Maptex and DRS, even they're locking horns with each other, where the players of DRS, they're falling down. And Starlet, they're absolute beast. 6 elimination points already in their favor, and at the same time, good positioning as well. But Contemplate Senior, with the UMP45, finds a perfect knock onto NB Esports. NB Esports, his boy is going to retaliate, but Delta running out in the open. What was he thinking? IC deals with him, and DRS has been eliminated.
Covered in the face of adversity, they emerge strong. Look at them. 7 total finishes and also still leading the charge here. 6 team in total, and they are looking good. Fight is over for now, but the lessons may be learned till the end. 4MV takes an exit from the lobby. Oh, they're still there though, but I think so. I predicted future, and yes, I did.
Oh, you can see the future. Tell me my future. But after the show ban with that 4MV, they have been eliminated. Starlet Esports, now the next victim could be the players of Leo Esports.
That is a possibility, because the way Starlet Esports is playing, it's actually very good. Look at the mini map, the amount of split they have. It's a typical 1+1+ split, 1+1+1 split individual sheer performance. They are focusing on that, though they still can face some resistance from the side of the players of Maptex. The only thing which can save them, it's going to be the circle. And look at the circle again favoring them. Starwood Esports controlling the game, controlling the circle, and Gods of PUBG Mobile also helping them to succeed in this map.
Taking a split
well, they are definitely trying to succeed. Even the players of Leo Esports are trying to find something out of this game. Let's see if they can, but all the aces are being held by the players of Starlet Esports. They have the perfect positioning. They have the entire eastern control of the circle. They do have good bridges to work around with, but he'll see. Oh, the poor man. The smoke is going to give away his position, and all he has is a little shack to him. And Tops with the mini finds a perfect knock onto Liquid of Leo Esports. I don't think they can go for the revival, but maybe Haidami will still try and save his fallen teammate. Even Slipknot can try and do so. So still hope for them. But NB Esports, this was Shivansh, NB Esports was one of the most aggressive team. The way they used to annihilate, they were so close to becoming the champions as well. But this time in the esports today, they're not having a good run at all.
Yeah, it's a different approach from the side of NB Esports, and to be honest, they are not feeling it. Though they can still change the stance, they can still change that, but they just need one good room of opportunity to change that. Although there's on the other side from Starwood Esports peppering down a lot of bullets, trying to create a barrage of bullets in which Leo Esports just suffer and suffocate, and that might just happen. Look at that, two of the players of Leo Esports falls down to their demise. They're still there. They are just expecting that their death is not that near, but I think so they are wrong. The way Nazir is playing is just outstanding action on the other side. Shuts down Sus and just ended his story. But a really good retaliation from Ben 10.
Oh yes, the retaliation, the trades are coming back and forth. Even Red Z has been taken down, and Stalwart Esports action might be going to save his team. At the same time, on low ground, we have the players of Maptex Esports running around like headless chicken, looking for a cover. And I see, well, he deals with one player, and Maptex are just left with one player. 2 players have already been taken down, and Haitami, just a little few pixels were visible, and Tops with a mini eliminates him. And Leo Esports, well, they have been eliminated. They're not in the best of the position. This is the game for the players of Stalwart Esports to lose 12 elimination. Make it 13, make it 14, 15. Even the players of Maptex Esports has been eliminated. Stalwarts, they are raining death and destruction, Shivansh.
Yeah, just keep on counting. Just keep on counting. They might build a sheer castle of opponents' defeat. They might build a castle of those deadly bodies because Tower Esports looking out unstoppable. And another knock on to second. It's going to be First Boy and Young Boy. How they're going to be able to survive in this situation? That's going to be the biggest question. Some of the grenades being utilized, but Top is going all in. Has a top angle. Might utilize it to its perfection. Spots out the final player, trying to finish him out. And yes, he actually will. And look at this, team, ladies and gentlemen. No way. No celebration, nothing yet, not even a single smirk.
The very high and onto him as well. The way the crossfire has been set up by 2 players of high voltage GC. At the same time, the remaining players of high voltage do have a good compound to hold on to as well. So Reggie's
This is the team which
well.
I was expecting a 10 to 15 points a Star Wars Esports and 4 Medical Vibes, and it's literally 15 points of but interesting thing is, Shadow, that 4MB secured 3 second innings and Star Wars secured just 1, and they are like very close to the players of 4MB. Though we still have 1 game left, and it might decide who's going to be on the first position, and maybe 4MB might situate or solidify the situation, the position for themselves today. But this is where things will get interesting. 7th element. I was concerned about this team. They were on 13th position, and they might end up in the 13th position too. Demo and Alex separates from each other, just like the other 2 guys did from the team of ISC. Zeol is trying to crawl its way to sink, but Demo instantly got punished. A good knock and easy finish. Easy wipe out for Regicide. IHC on the 16th position. This is the worst nightmare you can ever expect. And look at that! Egg on I8. QQ throwing down in an open area, expecting that nobody spots him out. He was lucky. I wish I was this lucky in my life.
Oh, we all are not on them. 4MB did.
Actually, high voltage on the other side, they have been consistent. To be honest, Shadow, once you as you just mentioned that some teams like again I8, they have been like very consistent in the previous iterations of this PMPL, right? And also they were actually very good, but right now that isn't the case. The players from the Mongolian region, they are denying every single thing.
Oh yes, definitely. Regicide being caught off guard by the players of high voltage DC, and the aggression that is coming from the side of DC today. Even Noki is on a sliver of HP, and looks like Jigal has a vague idea there are players in the water. Oh, it's a fish in barrel situation for the players of Regicide. I don't think they can survive, especially the way the players of high voltage are hungry for the blood. Oh, it's a lost cause. Noki has been dealt with. Now Roshan is the only man standing from the side of Regicide, and high voltage GC, sooner or later they'll find the confirmation point onto him as well. The way the crossfire has been set up by 2 players of high voltage GC. At the same time, the remaining players of high voltage do have a good compound to hold on to as well. So Regicide, another start they were hoping for. Prabeen with the AKM get the confirmation point on the Noki. Roshan, I just feel bad for this guy.
Oh no, loss of life. But to be honest, yeah, this is you have to accept your fate sometimes, right? Roshan is still swimming for his life. I never ever expect in my life that I'm gonna say this word, and that is he actually swimming for his life, by the way. But he got taken down before I even finished my sentence. He got picked off, and there's only 1 player left from Regicide, far away from this kerfuffle. The only problem is with the team Regicide is once they get a good lead, they tend to just lose it out instantly, right? And that's what happened.
That is exactly what happened to the players of Regicide. But Regicide, they need to find their ground, because in PMPL Pakistan, Regicide, they had the highest elimination, and this time they are on the bottom of the overall standings. They have not been able to find their feet in the SSC championship. So this is something Regicide they need to work on. But high voltage GC, what a start! Already 3 defeat points in their favor, but they are way too far away from the circle. The good news is there is no one to stop their rotation. All the majority of the teams, they have already migrated to the southern island. So high voltage GC, they are going to find a pretty much safe pathway inside the circle.
Oh, another cruise to the safe zone. That's gonna be. They might say this, but let's see. But a very weird approach from the players of I8, holding on to the edges of the map. I know they are just trying to just dodge the fight, which might, just happen in any second. But you got to be careful. You have to check out for the mini map. The players are
Has been dealt with towards the side of Illuminate crew, but no.
on the receiving edge.
Illuminate crew and Leo Esports happening second time, and this time the grenades are being flung over towards the side of Illuminate crew, but no damage has been done whatsoever. Leo Esports are still hunting for woofies. They have no idea where exactly the players of Illuminate crew are, but Viper has been dealt with. M416 in the hands of Slipknot will get the confirmation point as well, and now Illuminate crew left with only 3 players remaining. And Leo Esports already looking confident, and Woofies is far away from his teammates. There is no chance that the players rush towards him. He can be saved. The shots are being fired. The trades are coming in, and High Dami this time has been dealt with. Now Illuminate crew, Sky and Nova X, they need help. Sky has patched himself up, need to go for the revival onto Nova X, but at the same time Susan Slipknot with a grenade is looking for Sky, and Liquid's position has also been compromised. Maybe Wufis can take down Liquid in a close triangle battle, takes for a drop shot, and finally takes down Liquid over there with a UP45 will get the confirmation as well.
That's really a close battle. One grenade might change the fate. But I like what Slipknot, the positioning of Slipknot. But they need to be careful. I don't think so that Nova can survive. Nova might not get the revive here. And yes, he will not. Slipknot instantly finishes them off. I8 now, it's an even Steven situation. It's a 2v2 fight. A lot of bean grenades has been thrown away. And trying to, just use them as an advantage. Get an opening, and they certainly will. The piece secures the pick. And it all comes down to Sus to just step up with the right movement. This is your time to shine. This is your time to situate. This is your time to get the battle going on still. But it's not going to be that easy.
Well, certainly it's not going to be easy, and Sky's position has been compromised. This is the only man standing where Slipknot is still bleeding, and Sky with the grenade is looking for some confirmation. At the same time, Woofies is trying to patch himself out, get back the HP, and Sky is just a sliver of HP. He survived, and Sus maybe he has bought some time to go for the revival onto his teammate. And Sky, you just survived, my man, and he has no first aid, no health kit, nothing at all. Slipknot is still begging for the help, and Sus with the grenade might be looking for some connection towards the side of Woofies, but no connection whatsoever. He has no idea where exactly Woofis is, but Sky knows exactly where Sus is, going for the revival onto Slipknot, and along into the supervision of Woofies, he can lob the grenade. Perfect grenade. Sus on a sliver of HP. Even both the players of Leo Esports on sliver of HP. Sky from the window deals with the last player as well, and Leo Esports valiant efforts from their side, but they did enough damage towards the side of Illuminate crew. Finally have been eliminated. Yeah, nice try. But enough damage has been done towards the side of Illuminate crew. 4 defeat points at the cost of 2 players. Not a trade I want.
Exactly. This is not an ideal trade, but it is what it is. Sometimes you have to be happy, sometimes you got to be happy whatever you get. The best part is they will live another day. They will just live for some more time. I can't say the same thing for Leo, right? That's the end. That's the end. That's the end for today. They are just going to play the games tomorrow now. So we can't say the same thing for the same thing for some teams. So sometimes you have to be happy whatever you got. But the important factor is that team like 7 elements. They are trying to fight. They are trying their best, but they are getting nothing out of it. That's a really heartbreaking thing.
Oh, heartbreaking thing for the players of high voltage GC. They were trying to cross the bridge. That is where Aganex I8 came in, and now Malik begging for the help, but the help is not gonna come in, and M762 to the barrel to the perfection gets a confirmation point as well. Aganex I8 this time they're performing really good. 3 elimination points already in the pockets.
पहले वाले
All they
5
need
मैच
is a
में
good spot
अच्छा नहीं
inside
कर
the
पाए.
circle. But the players of
चौक मार
4MB,
दिया.
yes, they have a very good spot. Even the players of Illuminate Crew are looking promising. Maptex having the complete southern control
पूरा
for
4
themselves.
MB का है ये.
But Stalwarts, again, they're coming from the eastern side. That is where the majority of the fights are going to happen, especially with
Stalwarts
NB
नो
Esports coming
होती
from
है तो
Novoripnoy,
जोन
TUF
के अंदर
coming
है.
from the
NB
bridge
आई थिंक
area.
पानी
That
से
is
आई
where
है.
Stalwarts might try and
पानी
capitalize
से
to
है
rank
इसीलिए
up those
लेट है.
elimination points.
The way Maptex is
आगे करो
I'll say,
5
and high
सेकंड वेट
voltage
तो
GC.
भाई
I
क्यूआर
wonder how they're going to cross the bridge area. Like you
क्यूआर
said,
तो बहुत
Against
बुरा
I8, they're waiting for them. Rotation is
का
going
लेट
to
हो
be
गया
slow,
मेरा
and they're at the center. And TRS,
important duels and also those important
आई
maps
सी
because I think so.
रिजॉर्ट
This
को दे दिया
might be the map in which DRS might
रिजॉर्ट ब्रो
outshine every
क्यू
single
क्यू
one
क्यू
they are facing right now, but the probability is
स्टारवर्ड्स ने
still
जो
low,
पहले 4
Shadow.
मैच में
And
होगा
look
ना
at
वो
that, the
पांचवें
amount
मैच में
of
पूरा कवर अप कर
control
लिया. अभी
some of
6th
the
मैच में
teams
अगर अच्छा
has
खेले तो
is
4
just
एमबी से भी
humongous.
लीड ले लेंगे.
Starboard
टॉप पे
Esports
आ जाएंगे.
also
बस
playing on the edge and
क्वालिटी है
somehow
ज्यादा
managed
नहीं.
to escape the barrage of those of that bridge.
10 एक पॉइंट का ही
oh
है
yes,
फर्क बस.
definitely. Stalwarts going for the bridge camp, but Nirzad has been taken down, so they have to go for the
बस
rescue mission at the
स्टारवर्ड्स
same
की
time. Like
हमेशा
I
से
said,
ना बहुत
I
स्प्लिट
said
खेलते
NB
हैं ऐसा.
Esports was
मतलब
coming
सब
from
सोलो सोलो
Novoripnoy.
संभालते हैं लॉन्ग रेंज.
Right now, NB
लॉन्ग रेंज
Esports
देख रही.
Sek, he's at the mercy of the blue. He's
इसका
fighting
दूसरा
with the
टीममेट
blue,
तो कुछ और
and
ही कर
that
रहा
is
है.
where
गाड़ियों
Tops
से
is
मस्ती
trying
कर
to
रहा है.
capitalize with those mini
रिजॉर्ट को
shots
भर दिया
toward
पूरा.
NB Esports, but
कोई नई गन
they
आई
lost
है.
onto Nirzad.
चिपकड़ी में आया था.
3 players still
करके देखो
remaining. They do have a good
शायद
position,
बीजीएमआई में भी आ जाएगी.
and well, the two players are in a split situation. Stalwart Esports, they are in a 1v2 split. Two
एक
players.
सेकंड ये क्या सीन है. कहाँ डीआरएस ने ही ले लिया सेंटर. भाई साहब डीआरएस भाई सेंटर आ गया ना. ये छोड़ने वाली नहीं है. आई8 के तो बचे ही 2 बंदे थे. इनके जोन है ये. स्टारवर्ड्स का भी बंदे एक्शन ने ले लिया है जोन. टीयूएफ और ये सब एनबी ये लेट हो जाएगी. स्टारवर्ड्स
Still fighting with the players of NB Esports, but now is the time to regroup, and that is exactly what Stalwarts are doing right now. Their entire C buildings of military base are under the control of T2K. Even T2K, they can have a good run, but they are on the periphery of the circle. But TRS, they are still in the center.
The circle is just favoring him. They are enjoying the
अगर ये
positivity and
साउथ कट गया ना
also
पूरा तो
the
4 एमबी ले
advantage they
लेगी
got
चिकन.
on
मैं
the circle.
लिख के
High
देखता
voltage
हूँ.
on the other side, playing on the
अगर ये
edge
साउथ
of
कटा
the
नीचे की साइड
fencing here. Chiggle,
क्योंकि 4 एमबी ऑलरेडी जोन में है.
he can spot out the legs though.
छोड़ेगी नहीं वो.
That's gonna be enough, and yes, it was. Scarl with the 3 times is enough for the preparation of your deathbed there. Senior also falls down. Meanwhile, Praveen needs a revival. It's gonna be Jiggle and Praveen left alone on their own.
किल ले लिया इसने. तो
Uzim secures it, or I can say stole the pick.
एक करके
Secure
4 किल कर
total
लिए इन्होंने.
4 elimination in this lobby. They are 210 meters far away from the circle, so they have to be quick and also perfect with their rotation. Otherwise, they might face the brunt of other teams. But Regicide Buddy, the final player from Regicide, is trying to survive, is trying to breathe against these Goliaths, and might he will not smack his vehicle in front of those barrels, and also his skull is open up, and he lost his life. Takes an exit on 13th position. Regicide got eliminated after securing total 4 elimination points. 12 team, and it's slower angle shadow. Everything seems to be very slow.
Well, everyone is trying to find a piece of real estate for themselves, a good spot, a
Real
prime
estate,
spot that can
हाँ.
land them a chicken dinner, if not chicken
यहाँ
dinner,
भी डाल
a
देते
very
हैं.
high fragging game for themselves, because still we have 12 teams and 37 players remaining. It is
मैंने तो
stage
बहुत
4
सही.
circle, and there is not enough real estate to provide a piece of land to every single individual. And that is where
ज़्यादा
the
अंग्रेजी
trades
बोल
are
रही है.
coming in. Individual picks are coming in. Quantum Rage and High Voltage GC Jiggle, especially on a very sliver of HP. And Tana Chan is trying to take him down, but
Tana
finally
Chan.
Jiggle finds a symmetry to hold on to. And Quantum Rage, they used to be the consistent one. They used to be so impressive, but this time maybe it is the pressure of the grand finals which they are not able to handle. Only 2 players remaining. Even the positioning, I won't say is the best for the players of Quantum Rage, Chanatan and Halsey right now. But NB Esports on the southern side of the map, they're finding the players of Maptex Esports, where Baron has been taken down. But Jiggle, look at his position. He's in the territory of T2K Esports.
Oh no. He's a scary man. But he can do it. He's the only one who can do it. But Shadow, the problem is Every single one of them are close to each other. Every single one of them unaware of that fact that that distance between them and their opponents is very low. But they have to be sure, they have to be perfect, they have to be on point with their decision making. Another fight span out in which Starwood Esports have an upper advantage now.
Oh yes, they do have an upper advantage, but Sek is being revived. At the same time, the Plosion is going to come in. But look at Icy is charging towards the side of NB Esports, and Fistboy retaliates, instantly takes him down. But in close frontal battle with action over there, the DBS on the other side, and NB Esports, can they stand tall? And Fistboy, he just clutched it against Talbot Esports. That was fantastic, and he managed to go for the rescue mission as well. NB Esports, this is the NB Esports I was waiting for. The aggression is on point, but still they need to patch themselves up. They're still around 180 meters away from the circle.
Yeah, it's a huge number, by the way, especially a circle like military circle. It's a huge number, right? So you got to be quick, you got to be perfect. But you were just telling me a lot about the performance they have been showcasing, right? And now I agree, the amount of domination NB Esports can showcase. This is just a trailer, I think so, from their side.
Oh, certainly it is. It's just the trailer. I'm still waiting for the NB Esports to lose, to rain death and destruction. But right now, Against IH, Uzm out in the open. But Sky, the only threat Uzm had, has already been dealt with by the players of Maptex Esports. A blessing in disguise for Against IH right now. But they still need to find a good spot for themselves inside the circle. And they might have to pick up a fight with the players of 4MV. Oh, the Giants. It's not going to be an easy fight. Look at the amount of smokes that have been deployed. But still, through the smokes, Apex finds IQ over there, instantly shuts him down. There is no chance that Aganex can save their fallen comrade. They're trying to find a quick escape from the situation, from the shots that are coming from the set of 4MV right now. Even the players of Maptex Esports, they have to transition themselves inside the circle. But T2K Jane finds perfect knock onto the players of Maptex Esports. And Maptex, they're coming under heavy fire.
This is the worst dream for them. This shouldn't happen. Maptex facing a lot of resistance right now, but they need to be careful, and they have to be perfect right now. Still 10 teams in the lobby, and what was that? He's just secure a pick after he ran over a player and got that elimination point. 9 teams left in the lobby in total. 5 defeats for the players of Eliminated Crew. How Eliminated Crew is still there, Shadow? What? They survived?
Yes, they survived.
Yes, they survived, and maybe we spoke too soon, but Doc with the grenade, like I said, he never fails. He takes one player down, Sky, but thankfully his teammate is nearby, so the help is there. The revival is going to be there, but the follow-up grenade might also come from the side of 4MV.
This is a really good battle. This is where things are looking good. Look at that. 9 teams still close to each other. The amount of utilities the teams are utilizing is just perfect. But still, they are very close to each other. But yet so far, an opening being secure by the players of Starwood Esports, trying to pin down the players of Quantum Rage. Although it was DRS, apologies for that. DRS instantly secure a pick. Now it all comes down to only one player of Quantum Rage. And for how long he can survive, that's going to be the question. The circle is also closing in, and this will decide the future for the teams who are playing on the edge.
Oh yes, majority of the teams are in the periphery of the circle. Only DRS, they are somewhere on the center position. They are having a good spot, but 4MV, the amount of information he can gather from that height advantage is tremendous, especially onto the players of Illuminate Crew and DRS. But at the same time, he has to make sure he doesn't give glimpse to the enemy, because if a knock comes onto Doc, the revival chances are very slim, and he realized that, so he's going to regroup with his teammates. And the circle has taken a shift. The rotations will be coming in. NB Esports, they have the entire eastern control, Shivansh.
Yeah, and also they can utilize those small ridges and mountains they have. So I think so it's going to be NB Esports, maybe the players of Maptex who can just get a chicken dinner. But the only problem is the rotation. How they are going to manage to cut off the rotation. Eliminate Crew, they are facing the players of very good AMV and 4MV, by the way. They got an advantage. Eliminate Crew, it's a 2v2 situation in which they might lose the fight. But no, a beautiful drop shot, but a good cover fire from their teammates. Eliminate Crew eliminated on the 9th position. and secure good amount of total
अब लेना
elimination
मुश्किल
points.
है DRS के ऊपर ही
7
रहना।
elimination already in the hands of 4MV, but Maptex and esports, this is the battle of the grenades. Both these teams are contesting for this little mountain. The grenades are being flung over, but no connection whatsoever. There is a possibility of third party as well, but refuse. Like I said, third party comes in, and Baron has been taken down, and instant
से ले लिया
confirmation is there, leaving Kese all by himself in a close frontal battle with NB Esports. Fistboy looking for a potential low
NB भी
ridge
मजे
flank
ले रही है।
angle towards Kese over there. And Maptex, Ben 10 already down. Valley is crawling his way, trying to give revive to his teammate. But Kese knows exactly where Fistboy is. This grenade can be so deadly. And Fistboy,
अरे
well,
damage
can
हुआ।
he survive? Yes, he survived.
दिख
Yeah.
रहे हैं मार नहीं रहा इसको बोलते
He
हैं ट्रिगर
survived
कंट्रोल
that,
भाई
and he was a bit lucky though. But I
उसको
can't say the
पोजीशन
same
पॉइंट चाहिए
thing
उसका
for the players
टीममेट
of
है ऑलरेडी
T2K.
आया
They are unlucky. Two of
उसके
those
साथ जाके जोन ले लेगा
goes down, and now T2K, they are surviving on
41
thin
meters
red.
जाना इसको
This is not a good call for them. And still the fight for the Zip is
हाँ,
still
हाँ,
on
हाँ,
the other
हाँ,
side. Maptex.
अच्छा।
Oh no, that should be a beautiful spin. It
हाँ,
certainly
दिया।
was, but the
उसको
trade
right
is
जाके-
required, and it was there.
ले
Meanwhile,
लिया।
T2K takes it in a good FPS
Finish
chip,
कर देगा।
and now Maptex, they are looking very good. Also, it's
NB वाले
all
भी
comes down to only
पीछे
one player. He's dropped down to only 30% of his HP.
Yes, only 30 HP, but still the players of NB Esports. But Kese, grenade right on the face of Fistboy, takes him down. And Sek, what can he do in this situation? A follow-up grenade might come in from the back lines. Even the players of TUF are
खतरनाक है
there.
यार,
NB
next
Esports, they need to watch their Seks.
ले
And
लेगा
so does Kese. And Kese already closing in the distance, gets a confirmation point onto Fistboy over there. At the same time, 4MV, they have their own troubles because Doc has been taken down and Refuse is trying to make a smoke wall to go for the rescue mission. And looks like
4MV
Kese
का
has a
बंदा
vague
ये
idea about the position of Refuse.
Yeah, I think so. That's big idea might be it. That's what they need. That's might be enough for them. But look at that 4MV. Yes, they got eliminated. Team DRS, they are in the top 4, ladies and gentlemen. I am very happy because this is the first time Team DRS showcasing the signs of life. In the previous map, I think so previous, they were in the 6th position, secured for 2 elimination points. But right now, they are in the top 4 with total 6 elimination points. And they are the only one who have control of this only compound which is present inside the circle.
इनका ये सारा
Oh yes, DRS. This is the DRS that we are used to witness in the previous seasons of
बहुत OP
PMPL.
खेलते
They
हैं
always,
DRS,
like I
मैं
said, they are a
one
strategic
of the
team.
favorite
This time
teams
also they focused on the
इसमें पहले 5
positioning,
मैच में कुछ खास
on the
नहीं किया,
rotation,
but
and they do
last
have a
में
good
अच्छा
compound. In fact, the prime compound to
Page
go
1
for
पे
a
आ
winner-winner
जाते
chicken
हैं,
dinner
page
because
2
the
पे
entire day, DRS Shivansh, they were silent. They were not having the best of the time. Not even one good performance was given from this DRS, barring Killer YT having the individual good performance.
देख रहे
But
ट्राई
Maptex Esports, the last player has been dealt by NB Esports.
Oh,
Now
let's
only
grab
3
the
teams
coach
and
कर
8 players
रहा
to
है
The numbers are less and the opportunities are used for DRS. TUF are the only huge contender. They are the only one who can just change the fate or maybe can change the flow of this game for DRS. But I don't think so. The possibility is going to be that huge. It's still 70 for a second to peak. And Venico just
Yeah,
trying to
yes,
patch
that's
himself up so that he can just reach for. Now it's 3v4 situation in which DRS
yeah,
has
okay.
everything.
Even TUF, they have
3v4
managed to come in top 2. This is a good game turning out for the players of TUF as well.
Yeah,
In the Pakistan
nikalenge.
region, they have showcased good performance, but finally TUF, they have started stepping up in the South Asia Championship. But like you said, the numbers advantage, the position advantage, the majority of the real estate control, everything is under the control of DRS.
पूरा
So
open है
let's see
इसके बाद
who is going to get the chicken dinner. And this can be an opening. Rules gave the first glimpse to the players of TUF. Lost hefty HP, but now he'll think twice before giving a glimpse to the players of TUF.
DRS भी जोन में नहीं
But
है
yes, DRS, they do have hard cover for themselves, so yes, they do
उनका
have
तो
an
है।
advantage.
मेरे को क्यों लग रहा है
They
TF
certainly have. Certainly will be able to close the game. But look at the position of their fourth player. Rules on the other side, just bursting out the vehicle, and also the host for all the players of
थोड़ा सा वो
EUF.
अगर
Delta
नाम होता मेरे को लगता है
is
TUF
also
लेती।
in a really good spot. Rules on the
तो
side,
इसी
just
मान
trying
लेंगे
to
सब
go
कुछ
for a flank angle with his comrade, with his teammate, to just go for a 2+2 split or to just pinch in the players. A smoke has been utilized to revive the players M7. He actually got that. H2SO for the hydrogen sulfate is just trying his best. What a good spray on dudes.
Oh yes, definitely a good spray, and all rules is having a little tree trunk for the hard cover, but Delta with a DB takes down sulfuric acid. H2SO4 out of the equation. Instant confirmation is not there, so there's still hope for the revival that may come in, but the grenade can be deadly if locked to the perfection. Demotivate Sir is also in the close proximity. This grenade could have been deadly, and finally Delta finds H2SO4 again. Even Demotivate Sir has been dealt by Delta over there, and now only one player remaining, Shivansh.
Yeah, it's almost impossible, and it certainly was. Easy peasy for DRS.
देखिए ओवरऑल स्टैंडिंग इसमें है
Very good start.
What's up, right?
डे 1 की
I think so.
Limit Magnus esports, and maybe we can see
87 पॉइंट्स में फर्स्ट स्टालवर्ड 62 पे डीआरएस आ गया देखो सीधा 6 पोजीशन पॉइंट्स ऊपर गई है मतलब ये 8 है ना 9 10 11 पे थी अब सीधा आ गई 5 पे 37 पॉइंट्स टॉप के लिए तो बहुत मेहनत करनी पड़ेगी स्टालवर्ड्स भी बहुत पीछे है 4 मेडिकल वाइब्स का हर मैच अच्छा गया मतलब ईच एंड एवरी मैच देर लाइक कि भाई हमारा ही मैच है 48 मिनट्स को यही देखना है मेरे को इंग्लिश मेरा PMPL साउथ एशिया चैम्पियनशिप फाइनल डेट तो आज हुआ 43 मिनट पहले आधे घंटे पहले मतलब अभी 1 घंटे पहले
Yeah, I feel, NB Esports, they're holding themselves back. Because I have seen better days for this team, right? And yesterday, the way they were abolished by Assassin, that one force of nature just, kind of exterminated them. But, when you look at these players, when you look at lads like Seg, Akaza, Mondo, Fistboy, you kind of expect bigger things for the way they have performed, especially during the SF finals. They were one of those teams. They were one of the contenders for winning the entire championship. It had kind of boiled down to the final game, Shivansh, and it could have been a history created. But they can't bring themselves back. Regicide decide to go into the push. Alex has already managed to take down that one. And instantly will just kind of try to retreat and will reposition himself. As Regicide realized that there's no point pushing because Roshan is already knocked out. So it's better that Buddy instantly triggers him the revive while IHC gets some support. And this is where they finally commit in. As Godless from elsewhere takes down Noki. Body will get that revive on Roshan, but I don't think it's going to be effective enough because IHC seem to have got this situation in the bag.
Yeah, I think so. They already have enough advantage taking down another player, and that follow-up molly was just perfect from Alex, and he's certainly a grenadier. Roshan is still fighting for his life. He's still surviving, taking some amount of damage from the blue, but it doesn't affect. It will not affect him that much because I am sure he has some good amount of health utilities too. Roshan spots out Zeo, tried his best to shut him down, but won't get allowed there. But Alex was trying to act a little bit cheeky, got punished. Roshan needs to step up, switch to a different gun. Didn't work out for him, and now he falls to his demise. But before going down, he took his revenge, taking down Alex. So it's not the best trade, but I can say it's a decent trade. You lost 3, you got 1. At least you're not gonna end this show empty-handed. But Pixis, it was good. It was a good fight.
Out of your hand sometimes, where you kind of PP player like being, you would want as Godless just hovering around with the buggy, just hoping to bait maybe Vaz out of his hand. Realize that there's no point, just trying to beat around the bush. It's better, and they tuck their tails and get the hell away from there as Vaz decides to finally let go. But Demo, is he turning back? No, he isn't.
He got it, dude.
Yours takes in for being the best because for 7th element, I think they've been having quite a Cinderella story. To be honest, Shivans, considering they would want to keep this going sync, right? We've
Yeah.
seen Aegon I8 is one of those teams that tends to dominate a lot in the Pakistani lobbies. But something happens when they come into the South Asian lobbies, when they're going up against the Nepalis, the Mongolians, the Bangladeshi. I kind of feel they kind of lose their edge. Maybe it's time to up the game, right? It's just not that Pakistan is one of the relatively newer competitors in the PUBG Mobile scene, right? They've been there from day one, and it's time. The Nepalis have done that, and so can the Pakistanis. But for now, getting back, a fight between the two Nepali teams, and two of the best Nepali teams so far. It's T2K taking on High Voltage DC.
Too important, as you just mentioned, two Goliaths. They fight against each other, but I think so. They just maintain some amount of distance, which allow their opponents to just be a little bit safe. And look at the rotation from the side of the players of 7th Element when they heard that one team is approaching towards them. They yesterday and at all T2K punishes them, and now which help you a lot. But IHC Godless, that's not a good decision. That's not at all. T2K punishes them, and now they lost their one of their most important player. T2K Sandesh is gonna enjoy another frag. What is he?
I don't know if that was really wisest of because being the sacrificial lamb, given them that previous fight against likes of Regicide, but Jane having spotted from B now will be peppering him down with bullets. Just one more remaining, and he lives to fight another day.
What an escape! But for how long he can survive? I think so. Yeah, he can just heal himself up. He can just patch himself up, and then he can just continue his journey. But I can't say no way. Praveen falls down, and High Voltage. We had a conversation about them in the start of this broadcast, and now this is the first team from the Nepal region to take an exit from the lobby. Second, by the way, overall takes an exit, and they haven't secured anything. 0 total elimination points, but Demo has a really good vision onto the players of T2K, and they might punish the players of T2K too, but it's a 2v4 affair. If they'll get any upper hand in this fight, they might enjoy it. But I think so prioritizing circle would be their first, would be the first thing you should focus on.
Considering I think this kind of heading out to be in flatland circle like I did. I think we did touch upon it. In fact, Regicide,
Yeah.
they also buy stacks in
Why?
the rails, and you need to find those perfect ridges. But you're getting caught midway as T2K. They just destroy his vehicle, and Demo trying whatever he can to provide the cover fire from the backline. Sandesh has taken a heavy chunk of the damage, but T2K no, they've got the players of IHC cornered, at least y'all with nowhere to run and hide, and now he's starting to deplete, and Jane, there you go, finds that perfect angle and takes the shot as Demo clearly now out of option. But how does he run from around here? Seems like T2K, they're on the prowl, they're on the chase, they want to do Demo some good. They want to just take him down, punish him for all the atrocities that IHC had done in the past, and will not let him go. But for now, NB Esports seem to be in a really good spot, but Magnus seem to be in a little bit of a situation as Mabtex decide to infiltrate the position they're holding.
Laptops needs to be careful because they already lost one of their main man, and now it's 4v3 affair. And also, they are not that close to the circle if you compare it with Magnus. So if Maptex just give him any another opportunity, they might just grab it. And look at that, Tops just got a vehicle elimination, and it was onto the players of Team I8. And what were they doing? Two of their mans dropped down by a wait. What? Is it also 6-1? No way.
Oh.
3 eliminations by
DRS
white.
और Star Wars यार ये दिखाओ फाइट ये मैप टैक्स तो कर ही नहीं रही
That's
कुछ
cool.
That's ludicrous, but for now, of course, Mabtex, they're gonna try and take their chances with Baron and Cassie trying to close in on the distance. They're not just passing through the smoke. In fact, Leon, oh my god, that was a nice knock coming out with the DBS as Cassie finally draws open, takes down Droll in the process as faster. He's stuck between a rock and a hard place as Quantum Rage out of nowhere. They just come charging in.
खतरनाक
and take the spoils of the war. This is unbelievable.
कैसे
Of
बग्गे
what
से आए,
quantum
2-3
rage
किल
are
खा
trying
के
to pull
लेके
off over here, Shivansh?
Starboard Eastwood did this right like just 3 minutes later, like
मस्त
ago,
भाई, दो
by
तीन
the way,
किल
and
लेके आ गए
Confidence
वहाँ
did
से।
the same thing.
3
No
किल मिले,
way.
एक पहले से था
Is,
शायद।
are they playing Fast and Furious here? I'm not sure what they are doing, but
Nice.
this is
अच्छा
something
दिमाग लगाया कि फाइट चल
unusual.
रही है, बग्गी
But
से
again,
रन
this
ओवर
is
करके
the
किल
South
ले
Asian
लिया, तो करने की
Championship.
जरूरत
You
ही
have to
नहीं
do
है।
some unorthodox stuff to just rise up and also just punish your opponents down. But look at the players of Four Medical Vibes. They are thrown down in an open area. I
पूरा
don't think so. That's a good
घेर
decision.
रखा है
But
जोन
for
को।
now, the circumstances forced them to do this.
No, considering how the circle has been
I
really
lift का
forming
wait कर
out
रहे हैं,
over here,
कब निकले?
Phoenix, I think you know, for medical vibes or maybe Starward, they still stand a good chance, right? Seventh element, they've got one of those really beautiful places to hold. I think, you know, if I'm not wrong, Shivansh, they were holding this exact same spot even yesterday also, till the point.
Exactly,
I think they kind
yes.
of engaged into a fight against Leo Esports where they absolutely threw their chances out of the window. I think that was a huge blunder. They
Yeah.
counter. I just hope they have some good counters to work with.
They have an opportunity, they just need to grab it. And NB
Nice
Esports, Mondu, that was a good spray with not perfect. Could have secured the 2 picks, but no.
दोनों को लगा
Leo Esports, both of them got an opportunity to just heal themselves up and just move forward. And again, just because of this move, they revealed their position. And Liquid also spots out in an open area. Mondo, my man, just missing every single bullet. I know it's a
बग्गी का टायर ही
difficult
फोड़
thing
देता
to
तो वो
just transfer the spray
फंस
or
ही जाता
uh,
just
होगा।
perfectly mark your opponents. But his teammate did the job. They knocks out the player of Leo Gangsters.
Oh yeah,
Storyboard से
certainly did. And you know, for now,
भी अच्छी मैच
this is one of those fights that we were all waiting for. Doc
Doc
breaks open, gets down
I
action in the
really
process.
understand why,
Of course, Sal would need to retaliate back, but now trouble in paradise.
Right,
But for
right,
medical
right,
vibes,
right.
it's Salwood as
Right.
Illuminate crew come knocking their way. As I see, spots out Doc's intervention, trying to move with that vehicle. I'm pretty sure Apex's position is still hidden, but Apex has different troubles to deal with. He has to deal with the players of Illuminate crew as Icy gets picked off in the process. Top trying to go in for that revive, but this is the time where for Medical Vibe just kind of pincer them down as they're kind of floating around like piranhas in the ocean. There has to be a moment where they kind of break free as Nirzet, he's been spotted out, he's been dealt with. Starward, they are absolutely blown into smithereens. The grenades doing the stuff there. As for medical vibes, now, you know, they're getting into their groove. Kind of had a little late start, and this is something that for medical vibes have been doing quite often. And I did say, you know, Starward were having a good position, but considering the fact the way for medical vibes broke out a fight against them, I think the moment that
What?
first knock came in, they stood no chance. As now Illuminate crew, they're also dealt
दूर से
with.
kill ले लिया,
Yep.
दूर से फिर
It's
लिया।
DRS which just showcased them that who the boss here. But on the other side, we can
DRS
see
are
Comical Vibes. They are also struggling against the team of DRS, the team who secured of the final second yesterday,
DRS
looking out for
has a
another
lead,
today. Look
yeah,
at that, they have the circle just right in front of them. Two of the players of DRS also holding the edge of the safe zone, and two of them are inside. The Shack rule secures another knock. That's bad news for Comical Vibes because they're losing out those players again and again, and they have to invest in those revives and also in those health utilities, which might help them in the later stages of the game. NB Esports somehow managed to still, you know, just made their way into this final circle. Rules needs to be careful because again, we know that he has a good amount of cover, but he needs to be careful because the way he's taking those fights, he's just being very, very ruthless.
I think I kind of like the stuff that DRS have come back with. I think this is pretty stable. You know, this is just like rice and dal.
Oh no.
For them, they've been doing that every single day. And that has been working out up until yesterday where things weren't going their way. But today, we kind of have figured that DRS have found their, foot back into the game. They're looking much more comfortable. The trade game is on. And this is where they really thrive, right? The way they position themselves during the fights, that is where they excel at. And now, you know, they're getting those third-party limbs to their name. They're kind of forcing out a few fights. They've already got 5 finishes. They've made it to the top 7. Now this is the DRS that we are acquainted to watch during those pro tournaments, and seeing them, watching them get back into their old self, especially on day 2, I think kind of makes me happy now.
You're happy, maybe the fans are happy too, but we need them to just rise up from here, because I know one of their lads has already got killed, but you still have 3-man left, and NV Esports just trying to take control of some area that DRS lost on the other side. We can see 7th eliminated, they're still here. Mondex is going a bit aggressive because he's trying to toss that grenade, and he was successful in that, but 7th element tried to overcome it. They might win the fight, and yes, they actually will. Refuse, thought he will refuse to die, but he actually got picked up by the players of 7th eliminate. The way 7th eliminate is playing is also good.
Nice,
oh no, D2K Rig was the reason that why Leo Esports takes an edge, and then they haven't secured anything. They're just relying on those placement points. Oh. Okay.
Yeah, I think for medical vibes might have counted their chickens pretty early, right? That was a pretty hasty move. They should have delayed a little bit because they were kind of aware of somebody being in those compounds, and despite that, they just kind of went into the open grounds, and 7th element, Shad, he's not going to make any mistakes, just taking down the table toppers and putting a stop at their tyranny over here. But right now, 7th element, I think, considering their standards, they're doing pretty well. 7 finishes already into the game and a decent position. A few covers, of course. The teams are aware of their positioning. If the circle sort of goes away from them, it's going to be difficult for them to try and come in. But if I have to pick up a winner, if I have to make a choice, I think DRS can potentially do it. Or maybe it could just be the players of T2K. Anybody from the two needs to get this chicken in.
Yeah, they have an advantage, and they also have a good amount of area control too, but they just need to be careful. A slight bit of overcommitment might just punish them. And Suyog, look at that. That's what I was talking about. He got pinned down by the players of the region, and now they are suffering it. But Jane lobbing out those grenades again and again, just putting a lot of pressure onto the players of NB Esports. S2SO4 with the best grenade knocks out a player of 7th element, and now they are also on the receiving edge. They need to be careful. They might take an exit from this lobby. NB Esports losing out those players like autumn leaves.
Jay, you need to watch out. Your Nepali brothers are taking shots at you. And TUF, I think this is nice stuff from their side. They decide that they need to keep their black lines clear, and that is exactly what they do. They decide, they initially managed to get a knock, and then they come in for the extermination, hit the final nail in the coffin, and 7th element seems to have been dealt with as M7 almost was on the peril of getting knocked out, but seems like no damage done, as M7 is currently out of harm's way. But T2K, I love how they're taking control over the entire pushes on towards their frontline players. He's there to provide the support fire, and now for a team like T2K, I think the biggest threat should be from DRS. What's the deal with them? I think this should be their chicken dinner, pretty much.
Yep, I think they already have secured the chicken, and they just need to get some more elimination points. Just give them to DRS. Doesn't matter, because they already have a good amount of kills and also good amount of map control too. And look at the position of Sandesh, I just mentioned, covering that flank angle, and also they spots out the players of Team TUF and pull himself up, because Reg knows where Gyante is.
Oh, he certainly does. And as a result, has lobbed the grenade over. Does it make its mark? Indeed. And Kobe, you must surely be proud as rules. Alright, this was a wild spray, just hoping that it would connect. I have been pretty impressed with this particular lad, Rig. Yesterday also, we saw him single-handedly dealing with the players of DRS. And I think he's sort of their wolf's bane, right? Every single time Rick comes against DRS, he does have a trick up his sleeve as Joker. Look at him slithering his way behind Rules. And this is where, if Rules is not aware of such an intervention, I think he might go crashing down. But the circle is starting to shrink, and Joker slowly but surely stinching on that distance as M7 is hiding behind a little bit of the veterans of this. I think Pakistan might find a new hero.
Total 12 frags, which mean 22 points.
Yes,
Possibility
okay.
to collect total 22
ये पता लग
points
गया,
for
ठीक
now
है।
to get the chicken, and the chicken might increase the point to Joker. That grenade was almost perfect. He knows where the
दे
player
दिया,
is. He just stands up
TUF वाले
and
मारो।
tried to pepper
T2
down a
के
lot of
sorry,
bullets, but
दे
he
दिया, T2 के।
instead soaked a lot of damage, and now he
मेरे को
also
लगता है
falls
DRS ले
down.
जाएगी,
This
hashtag
might
team
be the end for
शांति
TUF.
से खेलेगी।
M7 needs to be careful. So are the final player of DRS, and hey, rules goes down. So as M7 and T2 enjoys the first
hashtag 2 कौन है?
In
day and the
to be DR over
esports, because in
that UFE for this
Hashtag
entire
2
squad,
कौन है?
they've played the best.
Starboard esports, I don't like the rotation
DRS
style of
मेरे को
Starboard
पता।
esports in this map.
I mean, Starward, what happened to them was just unlucky, right? It was they had to deal with having a high ground in Miramar.
Heck, the esports already lost one of their
Second
man,
match.
and they are still trying to run away.
Actually,
But
kill
look at that,
already
as
कर चुके हैं।
of Team IHC,
Right now, in their agony, he has to work on his positioning as start to their
IHC
injury
versus
over there. I mean, at this point, again, a quite
it's the fight.
shabby performance, I must say, from Starwood's side. Losing out on action, he has to work on his positioning as this time Starwood escaping from one area, landing in their own graves. Seems like could be the case as Nirzed. He's also been spotted out, and Godless usually does not miss his mark with those grenades and being tossed over. Nirzed! Almost,
unlucky,
almost survived with a sliver of HP, but just like that.
high voltage. Now they are got punished by the players of
Hey.
7. Listen, reckless.
I mean, they're the ones causing all the chaos,
Yeah, yeah,
aren't they?
this is
And we love
voltage.
that. We love that for
Yeah.
to happen. Somebody to kind of go out of their
Oh,
comfort
Lambo
zone.
चला रहा है
As
इसमें,
now
yeah.
Praveen, he's
Yeah,
under a lot of bullets
Yeah.
as they're being rained shard upon him. As T24 OP finds a knock. Oh, Viper! He shows his head, and what on earth was a shot doing over there, lying on the ground under the sun,
ये क्या कर
basking
रहा है?
in the
Open से
heat.
push कर
But
रहा है?
eventually, I think Tokusaurus needs to figure out a way to kind of get that knock on Woofus so that
Yeah,
Divine
trigger.
can trigger that revive
Push
on a
नहीं कर
shot.
रहा, मतलब
High
finish नहीं
voltage
कर रहा,
on the other
peek नहीं दे
side,
रहा,
got
पता नहीं
pinched,
कहाँ
it
पे
got
तीन
sanded.
बंदे देख रहे
The
हैं।
players of I8 and also 7th
मौका देख के
eliminated.
back आ
Element,
गया।
apologies for
Team
that.
के साथ regroup
Eliminated
करके
crew
I think
enjoys
win
those two
जाएंगे।
frags, and now they're just moving different area. I8
Of death, perhaps, as he connects it, opens it up again. 7th element as Tokusaurus falls into his demise. To the mercy of the players of the Viper, just puts him out of his misery over there. I mean, Ashad, we've seen him get caught in those really rough spots. As now, TUF decide to knock in on I8's doors, where Illuminate Crew Nova. It's got that little smoke guarding him, protecting him,
no.
but that one grenade from Thor did some massive amount of damage. Surely does have Woofus to kind of provide the support, but look at H2SO4 over there. He's trying to build that flank, and if he can succeed in his endeavors, Illuminate Crew, they might be in a whole world of trouble.
Yeah, if Eliminate Crew to try to charge onto the players of TUF, M7 can also provide a good amount of cover because he has that high ground advantage. Although he is a bit far away from Thor and also from away the back, but he can still put up a good fight. Viper, Nova, Woofy, every single one of them are sticking together. And I think so Woofy just try to pull out at least go for an individual fight, force the players for an individual fight. Sky! That was the beautiful run over.
Nice.
A beautiful way to start the fight, and also
yeah, yeah,
distraction in which TUF just fell down, and now they are facing the brunt. Lost 2 players, and they stuck
दूर से
in a
भी
handicap
देखिए
situation, Pixas.
Kills लेने आ
Oh,
रहा है
surely
वो।
they are, but I loved what Illuminate Crew did over there. I mean, they were like, just chuck it. You know, we're just going in, driving over the
Yeah.
players, running them down. And, you know, these were the moments that I was pretty much missing. It was a rather slow
Needs
start,
से फोड़ेंगे
but
इनको।
isn't slow anymore, is it? As now T2K, Illuminate Crew, T2K, of course, in a better position, have that high ground advantage where Illuminate Crew can capitalize the moment T2K decide to go into the push. But seems like Hope is already been dealt with. Sky, he's one of the final players surviving as T2K seem to be wiping the floor against the Illuminate crew.
क्या बात है तीसरे को अरे अच्छा मारा
Is looking good for Eliminate crew, but
Already two कर
if
दिया,
Sky
already
goes
two.
down, no, it's going to be the final man. He needs to be careful. Should be aware of surroundings. He's going
ऊपर
all
जा रहे हैं।
insane.
इतना जल्दी
Just gave every single
पीछे से पकड़
point.
पकड़
In fact, he
रही
just helped his teammate save his, opponent's position. But T2K, every single time, whenever they are in a struggle,
Manage,
they always
अच्छा।
hit pins and got sandwiched
मैं
with the
Apex को
third
भी
party by a
suppress
team.
कर
But
दिया।
Rick, that was a beautiful spray. He just survived that 1% he heal himself up back to 75. Needs to be careful because Wally and 7K just charging
हाँ,
onto him.
दोनों नहीं है,
Barrage of grenades also falling up. Rick trying his best with the M416 with the red dot, but he falls apart.
Nice try,
No
nice try.
way. Before this one fight fixes, they have been having a good story, but it came to an end.
You know, I'm loving this player, Rig. I kind of, feel that he's in the zone on the southern side. DRS in the meanwhile. But for now, Magnus, I think they're going after multiple squads over here. Switches to Scarel. And Liquid
Almost half HP
gets the final blow delivered right on his face as DOE Sports, they're eliminated out of this game.
Yeah. They are not in good position at all, but Finisher needs to be careful because he needs to patch himself up as soon as possible. Otherwise, he might get taken down by the players of
Demo ने
IFT, and then he happened. Demo
Nice game.
spots him out and instantly finishes him off, rips his head apart, and he is just gonna regroup with his teammate now. IHC with total 6 elimination. Fixers wanted them to rise, and they are just showcasing that. And I am sure Fixers, they are just going to create a lot of havoc in this map because this is just the start for IHC.
Whoa, look at that. East for Medical Vibes. A really important game. And so far, they've been kind of a little bit silent. Just 5 finishes to their name, which is quite acceptable. I mean, the way they have been playing lately. And the best part about for Medical Vibes these days is they're keeping majority of their players alive. Seems like East has nothing to worry about anymore as Refuse. He also deals with the players of 7th element. So for Medical Vibes, pretty much clearing the sidelines, ensuring that there's nobody on their backlines as Apex. I mean, he's out on a mission. He's on a warpath. He's surrounded by NB Esports. He's got Aegon I8 right in front of him. I think a lot of information being collected for Medical Vibes. I'm pretty curious to see how they act on it.
Yeah. The best part is they also have a good amount of map control, but I am still amazed the way DR is playing. They're just being silent from a very long, and that's the same case
Nice
for Aegon I8. But Doc got spotted out by Kese, and he might just finish him off instantly, but he has a good amount of cover. Doc can survive. Doc can just live a bit long. And look at the circle shift fixes. Two teams who have a good amount of control.
Definitely did. And this is the RNG of your way. There are certainly the pressure is rules and killer. I think they really need to watch out, play on the crossfires as Godless trying to isolate one. I think that's the idea. Keep rules at bay as they go after killer. Now this could be a really genius move.
Might help them to, at least clear out the players of TR streaming, and Rules needs to be careful. Ziol on the other side got punished from a different angle, and that's going to be Quantum Rage just punishing the players of IHC just trying to play in an open area. Meanwhile, Magnus also trying to rotate against the players of IHC. Alex took down one, spots out another. Needs to be careful. Calls out surely. Very less HP. Goes for the reload. But why? Sipian punishes him and also forcing him to just fall back. What was that, IHC? You throw it away, and Quantum Rage stole the kill of Magnus. What is going on?
2v2 करके चले गए DRS का.
This is literally mental over here. Quantum Rage just getting into their old shenanigans. They love to third party, don't they? I mean, as long as you're getting those elimination points, I'm not gonna complain as, well, Bruce decide to just expose himself over there as Godless does have the Grodza. And he will just run through the squad of DRS. Now imagine had they had 2 more players over there, surely could have been in a fighting position. But now Quantum Rage decide the bells are tolling. This is the moment they need to, go in for the push. Goku trying to provide that quintessential cover fire as the 2 players, Quantum Rages, they've kind of tried to build up, try to push in Godless from different sides, just trying to pincer him down. And now this is where things get really interesting as Godless comes out of his cover. He's the one trying to aggress over
इसका
there
दूसरा टीममेट मर गया
as
क्या?
the
नहीं
entire
यार,
cavalry of Quantum Rage comes pushing
I
in.
think cover दे रहे इसलिए वो लेफ्ट नहीं जा पा रहे.
They are just dropping out those grenades at least to punish him, at least get a knock, and that's going to just
Damage
help them get an opportunity to push at the final player of IHC. Godless is still surviving. I am amazed the way he's
Waste
playing,
कर
switching
दिया.
out his position again and again and confusing his opponents like where he is, hiding behind that little box. But every single one of them from Quantum Race, they are here.
चलो
Meanwhile,
आगे.
MB Esports
Left
they
CT
fight
है.
against the 4 MB and they are winning it. Elsie knocks
Yeah,
out them.
nice.
It all comes down to Godless. He needs
पीछे
to
से आ
showcase a
गया.
godly
अरे,
performance,
अच्छा
but
संभाला
he
था
will
Godless.
not.
बहुत हो गया.
Quantum Rage eliminated IHC, who secured 9 eliminations. That was a good performance from their side.
Yeah,
Nice
you know,
team,
still
nice,
some
nice.
work needs to be done in terms of how they position themselves. They kind of are trying to
Doi
just
kill
go
toxic.
rampant, right? Get all the lanes in this game and get you know, the job done. I think that's the mantra for I think maybe for Miracle Vibes way is just the
करो
better one.
इसे.
As two players of Mavitex decide to close in on East, who seems to be all by his
Nice.
lonesome, and no problem for Kessie as Dog does not make it out in time, as he
Lucky
also
gun.
gets dealt with as Mavitex managed to eliminate the leaderboard toppers. For Miracle Vibes, they fight the dust at the 5th
Yeah.
position, but with still a decent number of kills to them.
Yesterday you saw that Filmmaker Vibe stole a chicken dinner from the map text.
Yeah.
In fact, this was the map, it was Mira, but map text were like, you know what, this is gonna be our game, and we will shine with Quantum Rage.
एक
What
second
these
में आता है
guys
और
are
एक
doing, Senior with a literally good position, he secures a knock, but this will allow them to just move forward. They need to be careful of other teams too. NB Esports, they are close, and also the map text, but Goku is going for a heroic move. He might fall down, but Halsey with a beautiful amount of cover being provided to his teammate. Goku looking out for another opening, twist to the SQL plane, fighting a lot of squads, but amount of damage. He needs to be careful, and he was involved. He secures a pick, and now it all comes
Finish
down
it
to the
up,
final player of Quantum Rage. Halsey falls down. It's going to be Senior, who is very far away from his team.
No, this is some sublime stuff by Quantum Rage, but few mistakes being made. Tantanatan needs to go in for the push against Leone, but that does not work out as he gets dealt with, and Mabitex, by the skin of their teeth,
Alright,
they somehow
okay.
survive with Senior, the last solo survivor, coming in into their aid
Good
as
kill for Leone.
Leone still needs to seal the deal. Needs to deal with the
Good
final
for
player,
him.
but seems like Sek has spotted him out in the open
बढ़िया.
with nowhere to
चला
run and
गया
hide.
Sek.
Sek gets the job done as Quantum Race. They
Sek को
survive
खतरनाक
as
damage दिया था.
Aegon I8. They were sitting silent, waiting and in deep slumber. Seems like they have awoken as they have the man advantage. They have a good control over the circle. All they need to do is deal with the players of NB Esports and maybe the final player of Quantum Rage. I think still Quantum Rage would want to get their players back up. I think they've done a decent job at that as Blade.
US डाल दिया
It's
इन्होंने
quite
इसमें.
surprising rather that he kind of is missing his praise these days. I mean, he's one of the most accomplished aimers in the region, and this by Blade standard, I think it's the pressure that's starting to creep in.
Yeah, exactly. The pressure is just not so cases too dominant, but Mondo
Arre,
secures a break point from another, and that overcommitment might just forced him to lose out another player. But Sek, okay,
call
it
दिया
was
कि
quick,
जाके मार
and I
दो,
think so it was
लो।
Mondo who denied that. He was like, you know what, just go all in. But after
Yeah, he did,
I
actually.
thought
Grenades
that
got
this could be a good idea to just punch onto the players of NB Esports, and they eliminated them. It's gonna be the final player from Quantum
Hello.
Rage, who just right
Very good.
behind him. We didn't spot him out, but actually his teammate.
Location from the set of 4.
Vanished, but seems like that wasn't the case. Roshan clearly did. And T2K sitting with 5 villains to their name as NB Esports. Alright, for a moment I felt like they were coming after Sunday. I just what's happened. Sunny viewers.
For now, again excited. They are not going for a bridge camp on the other side. Can catch up again if they can get the check.
What we saw, right? That beautiful, Kaka, like the beautiful map. And again and again, right?
जल्दी जल्दी देखते हैं.
Western got ka control under their favor. High voltage DC already. And Zion
as Baron seems to be the
आज ये तो
last
छोड़ते हैं,
survivor.
कल देख
His
लेंगे
position
बाकी के
has
दो
been
मैच और
compromised.
third day
It's
जल्दी
just
करने का try
moment
करूँगा थोड़ा।
before he can gaze into the eyes of death and pain and agony that is.
चलो कल मिलते हैं। अभी डे 2 के इसके 9th के बाद 10th 11th 12th 4 मैच हो रहे हैं, तो 9 भी दोबारा देखेंगे, 10 11 12 डे 2 के सारे कल देखते हैं, देन डे 3 के मैचेस भी देखेंगे। ठीक है, अभी मैं सोने जा रहा हूँ, रियली टायर्ड यार। थैंक यू सो मच जिन्होंने भी आके लाइक किया स्ट्रीम को, रियली रियली थैंक यू। आई विल सी यू गाइस टुमारो, बाय बाय।